You do look like me, but fatter and older. And there's that funny smell. But the resemblance is uncanny. It's as if we're two characters in a movie being played by the same actor. But I need real proof!
Ivo! We have very little time.
But I could field a couple of queries. Name the most elegant formula in mathematics.
Euler's identity. E to the I times pi plus 1 equals zilch.
European capitals arranged alphabetically by the fourth letter.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the latest installment in the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog film franchise.
Son.
You are declaring it the best Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Yes, you really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like I like the first one the best still, but this one was still entertaining, and it introduces the very popular Sonic character Shadow the Hedgehog, who they don't really get into where Shadow comes from, but he's been captive in this military base for 50 years.
We need more guys.
That is all the guys.
And he escapes, and Sonic and his friends Knuckles the Echidna and Miles Tails Prower have to they have to team up with Dr. Eggman to stop Shadow.
Team up and Son.
That's right. The video game Sonic Lost World is another time that Sonic and Eggman have to team up.
I can't figure you out. 1 second you're contemplating genocide, and the next you're saving one of your worst enemies.
I'm a complicated guy.
And there's actually a lot of I recognized from playing the Sonic games. There's a lot of Sonic game references in this movie, which is kind of neat. But also there's actually two Eggmen in this movie, because they introduce Dr. Eggman's grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
He's so sacred of those.
Oh, does he create him in the? Maybe they mentioned that in the movie, but that's the story in the Sonic games.
Yes.
I mean, it's even though you and I are Sonic fans, you're a huge Sonic fan. It's tricky to keep track of all the lore. Gerald Robotnik is, he's with Shadow, and regular Ivo Robotnik, Evo Robotnik is with the rest of them. Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and Sonic's human foster parents. Spoiler alert.
But those grief send south to save.
That's right. At the very end of this adventure, the original Robotnik, the younger Robotnik, sacrifices himself to save the world because the older Robotnik and the Shadow are about to destroy it. Even though Sonic intervenes and he uses the Chaos Emerald to become Yellow Sonic. What is Yellow Sonic's real name? Super Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Shadow the Hedgehog he also uses the Chaos Emerald and he becomes his version of Super Sonic, I guess.
Super Shadow.
Super Shadow. Yeah, okay. See.
You were right about one thing. This ends now.
It gets tricky. It's interesting how these movies kind of create their own thing here, like, you know, kind of their own reality, but then they also bring in stuff from the established lore, like the Chaos Emeralds and Super Sonic. And did you have a favorite part of the movie, Jason?
Our Sonic Hedgehog Forest has metal Sonic and Bane.
That's right. Finally, the mid credits or end credits teaser is for the next movie is Sonic squaring off against Metal Sonic, and it's a bunch of Metal Sonics, and then Amy Rose, and this guy lost his mind when Amy Rose showed up.
That's a neat trick.
What? Who are you?
In some of the cartoons, they portray her as being like hopelessly in love with Sonic. That doesn't seem to be what they're doing here, but I don't know. I guess we'll see in Sonic 4, which has already got a release date for like 2027, I think. That's what they do in these Sonic movies. They introduce, then they tease the next character.
Boy.
Another spoiler. This is a spoiler-heavy review. What do you want to say now? What are you revealing? Oh yeah, that's right. When we were watching this and they kept referring to events from the previous movie, I'd forgotten like who had survived and who hadn't survived, and then I guess it was a little ambiguous until the very, very final scene. You see that it's implied that Shadow the Hedgehog survived. There's a it ends. You love this movie, Jason. I know, because it ends with a huge explosion. Because you love explosions, and they have this huge thing hovering above Earth, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's going to destroy Earth," and they figure out a way to blow it up. So it still looks like it would affect Earth's atmosphere. It probably screwed up the environment, but it didn't destroy Earth.
So, I guess there's only one thing left to say. It's been a real drag.
Thanks for nothing.
And Eggman, it clearly kills Eggman. So we assume, we think it takes Shadow too, but then they show Shadow at the end. But I'm sure they'll find a way to bring Eggman back, because people love to see Jim Carrey playing Eggman. Probably the funniest part of the movie, I would say.
Don't hold back, 'cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. Don't hold back. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. Don't hold back.
you think that? Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you give Sonic the Hedgehog 3 infinity stars? I had a feeling. Yeah, pretty entertaining. And now it's just the long wait for Sonic 4. Hopefully they make 30 of these movies, and eventually they get to people like Charmy Bee and SBO and Big the Cat and Joe the Albatross and Farty the Duck and whoever else. The Sonic characters, there's so many of them. Isn't there a plant? There's like a talking plant that somebody falls in love with, like Phyllis Chlorophyll. Cosmo, the beautiful plant, and the cream and cheese and just there's so many Sonic characters, and all the characters from the original Sonic cartoon that never did anything else with, like Sally Acorn and the little French guy. They should bring them back. Bunny Robot. Well, J-Man, I had a great time watching Sonic 3 with you and reviewing Sonic 3 with you, and I look forward to waiting with you for Sonic 4. I'm sure we'll have a grand old time. And if you folks have seen Sonic 3 and you want to chime in here, have any more spoiler alerts to reveal, get in the comments. Let us know what you thought of the explosions. The big explosion at the end, particularly. Everybody knows it's explosion. Adios.
Yes! I did it! I did it! Look what you did!